Management Toy Farmer. How's it going? So disappointed. So disappointed. We were done seeding. Duke. We were done seeding for the year. Apparently, it didn't take my save from last weekend. So we have to finish seeding this field, roll this field, and finish liming the grass field. There's a fertilizer parked out there that really doesn't have to do anything, that we can just bring that back home, but Duke says he'll be joining us shortly. As long as the gameplay is nice today. Yeah, last weekend took just like over 30 minutes to try to join, so hopefully it doesn't do that again. Duke has joined the server. We'll see. We'll see if he's actually joined the server. So yeah, we finished this field. We finished spreading all the lime. We finished rolling. And the fertilizer spreader really is finished. It just needs to be parked. But we'll see. Hey, Biker Mouse, how's it going? Cool as a moose. Didn't save. But I went and repainted the planter before starting the stream. I didn't want a silver planter. I'm excited, guys. Our RV's coming back together. Started putting cabinet doors back on. Putting handles on the cabinet doors. Making mistakes, but whatever. I guess if you're not making mistakes, you're not doing it right. No. I do not need water. I have enough water for now. Oh no. What'd you do to fix that last time, Jess, to get past the 99% error? She said she had to delete her shader caches. So what she did was she tried to join, didn't work. So she verified her files. That didn't work. She restarted her computer. That didn't work. And then she deleted her shader files, and then she could join. Biker Mouse. Tired. We just got back from a 200-mile family motorcycle trip, and we stopped by a new motorcycle dealership on the way back and did a quick test ride with a new model. Nice. Nice. What kind of motorcycle? Are you guys on cruisers? Next motorcycle I buy, I think will have to be something that's comfortable for a passenger. I don't know if that's going to be what that's going to be comfortable for a passenger. For myself, I would love to buy an Africa Twin, Honda Africa Twin. That's what I would love to buy myself. Type of riding I would like to do, but it doesn't have to be a big cruiser, as long as it's a short bike, comfortable ride, and something that, even if it's not intended as regularly as a two-person bike, as long as we can have a nice comfortable seat there and get nice foot pedals instead of the pegs, So Jess has good footrest. Hey, Michael. British retro style BSA Bantam 350cc. That sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. I've seen a couple of old retro bikes this last week riding along. Sure, they don't have the horsepower, but they're a lot of fun, right? But I sold my bike, so I am bikeless. I am bikeless. I decided I want to put the money into the RV. I sold it for what, 4.7 grand or something like that? Give or take. Something like that. $40 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it was that here yesterday. I hit 43 Celsius. So the hottest I hit was 43 Celsius. I have a photo of the thermometer going to 42, but 43 only lasted a few miles. So 42 was a good chunk of the day was 42. Hey, Duke is here. Duke made it in.
Put me to work.
Put you to work? You can either start rolling or there's fertilizer. No, not fertilizer. The fertilizer tractor on the field is useless. That it can just go back to the farm. We need to finish liming the grass field too. And the grass field's taking a lot of lime. You're not even going to make one pass before the lime is empty. I did that last weekend. And then you weren't here last weekend, so I didn't hit save button. I think that's the most important role you serve here, Duke, is don't forget to hit the save. So we're doing...
You enjoyed doing the work so much that you wanted to do it again.
I guess. I guess. The tractor with the fertilizer on it can just go back to the farm and be parked. That tractor's done. I just thought it needed to fertilize the other field. It doesn't. Because I tried it last weekend. Yeah, last weekend I got back, but the 3 weekends before that I was just painting. And I was like, I could do a live stream or I could paint, because painting is so critical. You have to get that done before you can do anything else. I'm like, nope, I'm just going to focus 3 weeks on just painting. And Jess was painting on the weekends too, or during the week too. But so much painting because you have to get that cured before you can start putting it back together. So last night I started putting a couple of the cabinets back together. So we're starting. I'm excited. I think I'm gonna I hope to get all the cabinets done this weekend. So no live stream tomorrow morning. And then once all the cabinets are together, we can start working on fine-tuning things. Some things we'll just save till we've moved. But start putting the cabinets together so that you have the shelves you want. And then we can move in. I have to do the propane system. Make sure there's no leaks in the propane system. I don't need to turn a RV into a driving time bomb. People drive with the propane on. So if you're driving with the propane on, hit some bumps just wrong, propane starts leaking, gets a little spark, and kaboof! Goodbye RV. I don't know if I'd feel safe driving with the propane on. Oh, they don't want anything to thaw out in the fridge. That's why you leave the propane on. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That's not really going to affect us because we intend to drive short distances. Turn the fridge off for an hour.
You'd be surprised how long a fridge stays cold
Yeah.
after you turn it off, as long as you don't open it.
If you don't open it, you can probably go for hours without. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
easy.
Juan, it is 22 degrees Celsius. Huh? Juan, it was 22 degrees Celsius when we were at 40. Okay. What is your temperature right? Oh, there we go. 32 Celsius right now. It is 25 degrees Celsius right now. It really cooled off the last. It's 31? Okay, that's not that bad. I mean, it's hot. At least it's not 40. That's too hot. Wednesday's gonna get hot again. But Michael, you guys go ahead, Duke.
I see your forest fires are really getting nasty. The smoke has been wafting down to my area again.
Oh
really
yeah,
bad.
Ontario is really bad, and here in BC we're starting to pick up. But Ontario, right now, Ontario is the story. Yeah, Ontario is incredibly bad right now. And then there's some Americans. I love the shit Americans say. They want Donald Trump to hold Canada accountable for the smoke.
Yeah, right.
It's like, you guys have plenty of your own smoke in California, and
be glad it's just the smoke.
yeah.
We could just as easily have a fire down here.
Yeah. I know the smoke sucks. We had smoke here yesterday. Not today, but yesterday we had smoke. It was blowing our way here. Yeah, it sucks. Smoke sucks.
But not as much as fire.
Yeah.
You got to evacuate your home and maybe not come back to a home.
That's the fire you were talking about yesterday between Clinton and north of Cache Creek. Yep. I'm just going to keep following this side here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. They're saying that we should have taken all of northern Ontario and cut lumber cut strips through it so the fire doesn't spread. Do you know how much forest there is in northern Ontario? We're cutting lots and lots of lumber. Although the premier of Ontario is a dumbass. But yes, you can control smoke by cutting strips of lumber so that there's less fuels and it's easier to stop fires. You can also do control burns, but there's a lot of forest out there. To do that in any kind of meaningful way just for forest fire control, it can't be done. We do that around towns to make sure that a forest fire, at least there's a lower risk of a forest fire taking out a town. We do control fires by doing forest fire breaks, like forest fire breaks. There we go. By cutting trees in strips around a town and doing control burns and stuff like that. You can control fire and smoke. You just can't do it when it's literally like millions of acres of forest.
That always amuses me how man thinks he's going to control nature. I
Yes.
mean, you can to some extent, but in the end, nature's going to win.
Every time. Okay. Did you guys see the earthquake yesterday? By the Mexico-Guatemala border? I bet, Michael, you would have felt that if you had been on the cruise, I mean, not on the water, but if you had been in Mexico during yesterday's earthquake, I'm sure you would have felt that one. It was a 7.3. The forest the forest is by far bigger than Texas. Just forest. Forest on forest on forest is bigger than Texas. If you take the forest of Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, it's just a massive forest. By far bigger than Texas, yes. Good luck controlling that.
I think people underestimate how big Canada is and how much most of Canada is just forest.
It's just forest. Yep. Yeah, Canada is a small country population-wise because nobody lives up there because it's just tundra and forest, and like you don't want to live far north. And yeah, you can't control that forest fire. I think you would get bored. But you can join and help clean up. But a lot of people out here riding motorcycles now. I was driving through the Monasteries with a big rig, and then I took around, went through Revelstoke, and there was motorcycles just everywhere. Then Highway 33, come around a corner, and there's a motorcycle in the ditch on its side. I'm like, ooh! And then all the friends were making U-turns on the road coming back. I'm just like hard on the brakes, trying to slow down to help this guy. It's like, oh, there. He wasn't. He looked like he was up on his feet. His bike was on the side, but he was on his feet, and he was getting lots of help coming back to him. I'm like, okay, I'll just keep going. But yeah, we're carving corners on our roads over here can be a lot of fun, but let's not ride beyond our capability, our skill level.
I miss riding bike. Maybe I should have another midlife crisis and buy one.
I want to buy a bike again. I want to buy a bike again. You guys are getting smoke from Mexico. Interesting. I didn't know Mexico was on fire. I know Oregon and Washington are on fire too. I don't know if California's on fire yet. Yeah, the jet stream is bringing the smoke from Ontario way down. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Like, smoke is coming way down south.
I know a couple days ago it was pretty darn thick in my area, and it was red air quality.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could go outside and literally it was like you were standing next to a campfire.
Can you
everywhere.
smell it?
Oh heck yeah. Oh yeah.
Sometimes you can just smell it, and it smells like a campfire, right? Yeah.
You could literally see the smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that bad. It was like a gray haze.
Yeah. Sometimes you actually get the ash. Even if you can't see the ash, leave your car parked for a day or two. You come back, and there's this fine ash on the car. Yeah, Northwest Territory's on fire too. That's all part of forest too. More tundra up there, but lots of forest too. People think tundra up that far north, but a lot of it's forest.
I think a lot of people look at the negativity of forest fires. I mean, for obvious reasons, damages homes and stuff like that. But for nature, forest fires are a good thing.
Very healthy.
That ash is like the best fertilizer.
And not only that, when you burn the forest down, you get a lot of meadows there. And a lot of the wildlife, a lot of the birds and insects need those meadows. Yeah, so we had a fire here on Mount Cobo, and Jess and I hiked up there a month ago. And the amount of butterflies and birds that I have never seen on that mountain before were crazy. It's like there's insects and birds up here that I've never seen before, but before it was always a forest. The mountain was always a forest. And we had a fire there 3-4 years ago. And now it's got a completely different ecosystem. Different birds, different butterflies, different insects. It's just cool. Hey, Belle. So yes, nature recycles itself like that. It's a cycle, right?
Yep, that's what I was going to call it, a nature reset, because it burns up all the dead trees, and it's like a rejuvenation thing.
Yep.
It sucks for us as humans.
Yes, it sucks for us humans, but it's great for the environment. Yes.
Nature knows what it's doing. It's been doing it for billions of years.
Yep. I just scratched myself, and now I'm bleeding. Don't do that.
You're worse than a little kid, Juan. You
I
gotta
know.
quit picking at your scabs.
I literally was not picking a scab. I just literally scratched the side of my finger, and there's gonna be a scab there now.
Did you find a little bit of poison ivy or poison oak?
You got 2 feet of rain on Monday night. 2 feet of... How does this not create mass flooding?
Is that even possible?
I don't know. 2 feet of rain?
I don't think that's
Michael started the
possible.
sentence with true story. Or no. Okay, he didn't start it that way, but that would be like 2 feet in one evening.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know you can get some pretty heavy rain, but 2 feet? I don't think that's even possible.
Okay, Jess has records here. The most rain ever. No?
Well, then you got to look into how much time. I mean, is that 2 feet per hour or 2 feet in 6 hours?
By Nipawa? And how much rain and what period of time? Friday to Monday. Okay, so it's a couple of days, and it was 28 inches. 25 and
So
a
it
quarter.
is possible.
28 and a quarter inches, but that's in Friday night to Monday morning.
I mean, you think about 2 feet by 2 feet, that's a lot of water.
Yeah, so that's over like two days, 3 nights. Verified that Jess is looking up. I thought you said Monday morning. Okay. Doesn't give you a time reference, so it's saying Friday morning. So Friday morning to Monday? Yeah, I don't know. But still, they did get a lot of rain. So Michael's not ball capping that much. But still, even for 3 days, 28 inches of rain is crazy. So 72 hours, over 2 feet of rain. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. So we don't believe Michael's Monday night story, but we do believe that they got that much rain in 72 hours. Got it. Question is, have there been any fatalities because of it? Because that's a lot of rain. I could see fatalities being attached to that story.
Yeah, because when you get that amount of water, it's got to go somewhere. I mean, you're talking landslides and mud and
people camping on shorelines of rivers, not realizing there's a flash flood coming their way. Yep. That much rain usually results in fatalities.
it'd be almost equivalent to a tsunami almost, I would think.
Yeah. Michael says 2 fatalities. Yeah, I believe that. Seems like a very small number. I guess it depends on where it happens too. Last summer.
Yeah, that water can travel so fast that you don't even have time to get to high ground.
Yeah. Yeah, Jess has got videos of flooding. So yeah. No, Texas is in trouble there in that area. Yep. Oh, both fatalities are from people trying to drive through a flooded road. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Do not drive through a flooded road. Oh, they were in their camper van. So yes, so they're trying to evacuate. Yeah, and yeah, basically you're doomed if you do, doomed if you don't. You're trying to escape and you have to drive through that water to escape. I don't think it's a good idea to drive through the water. I think it's a better call to just turn around and find the highest ground. It's hard though to leave your vehicle behind and just start climbing, right? Especially a downpour of rain, right? It's hard to leave your stuff behind. We like to protect our stuff.
And be aware of your surroundings. My dad dodged a situation like that. He was going to cross like a small bridge or something, and then I got to get out and look because the water was like right up to the bottom of the bridge. It actually washed the bottom of the bridge out, and all that was left was the blacktop on top.
Oh.
So if he would have crossed, he would have
gone right
through.
in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. When you have that little voice in your head go, this seems sketchy, just stop and investigate. Yeah. Yeah. No harm in getting out and looking. It's better to look dumb for going looking than going through.
Yeah, basically all that was left of the bridge was the top of the bridge. The whole underside of it pretty much washed out. So any little bit of weight on that, what was left of the blacktop would have just went.
Yeah, the only reason that blacktop was holding on because the side rails, right? The side rails were holding it in place. Yeah. What are you going to play? What do you want to play, Jess? Go ahead, play your Pal World. Go ahead, beat up Pokemon. Be mean to Pokemon. They had an update or something, right? Why don't you live stream it? Literally, like right now. Why not? You want to wait for Naveen. Naveen, where are you? Probably playing Pal World. Because there's literally no reason why we couldn't stream at the same time.
Depends on how good a bandwidth you got.
We've got the bandwidth for it. We do right now. We will see in a month from now if we do. A month and a half from now. We will see. We are going to switch over to Starlink. And hopefully we can... I've seen people streaming on Starlink. Hopefully we can still keep doing this at a high quality. That is one of my nightmares is what if we can't do high quality streaming anymore? But we're gonna
I would say the biggest effect is going to be weather.
Yes, that's true. Yep, bad weather we would have. Yep. Yeah.
Rainy, snowy days, you might as well just forget it. Do they finally have unlimited for that? Because I know when I used to mess with satellite internet, they always had a cap.
Starlink has been unlimited since day one.
Oh, good.
Yeah, unlimited. No. Yeah, there's literally unlimited. It is expensive internet. It is more. It's more expensive than normal internet. It's $200 Canadian a month.
Ouch.
Yeah. But we have it on, ours is mobile. There's two, you can do residential where your Starlink doesn't move, then it's 150 or 160. That's what my sister's got. But ours is the mobile version. We can move anywhere in the world and we still have unlimited coverage. Now they do, what's it called when they hold back how much speed they give you? I'm looking for a word. Throttle.
They throttle it?
They throttle you if there's lots of people around you using Starlink. The more Starlink users there are, they throttle it so that everybody gets the same amount of bandwidth. Having said that, if you're on the mobile version, they will throttle you more than if you're residential. So if you're on a mobile version like ours is on an RV and we go drive into a city or an area where lots of people are using Starlink just in their house, we will get throttled. So to make sure we don't get throttled, park our RV in the middle of nowhere. So they do throttle it if there's lots of users in an area. But with new satellites going up there with the new Starship, that should be less and less because they're putting more powerful satellites up there. So
it is amazing how far we've come with that technology.
yes, the only problem is it's a monopoly. So they can do whatever the heck they want with the prices. We're kind of held captive for a price.
I remember when satellite first came out in the 80s and the dish was like 12 feet and big giant. Now they got it down to these itty bitty little dishes. Yep, and they're coming out with smaller and smaller dishes. They're saying they're saying you can run without a dish with these new satellites that they will be putting up with the new Starship. They say that you should be able to run internet using your cell phone, just with a cell phone antenna in your phone. No dish. The satellites up there are going to be so powerful that they should be able to provide satellite phones straight to your phone, no dish. Well, then that's bouncing off the cell towers, not the actual satellite.
No, satellite phone that will take a signal in the middle of nowhere, no cell tower. You should have satellite phones with no dish. That is their goal, which is crazy. to think of it, that their signal, their satellites are going to be so powerful up in space that you don't need a dish at all. That your phone itself will pick up that signal.
Wow.
Which is, I'm like, how do you do that? But apparently, that is the talk.
Because I've helped install them small satellite dishes like Dish Network. I mean, they're pretty touchy. You got to aim them just perfect.
Right.
So many degrees. Yep.
Yeah.
Nikola Tesla. Yeah, could be. He wanted to do that with the power grid.
Yes.
He wanted to
Wireless power. Yeah.
Yep.
Because electricity does not work the way we think it does. It just doesn't. We think electricity flows inside of electrical wires. It doesn't. The electrical wires are just a conductor to transport the electricity. The electricity actually travels outside of the wires. I've watched lots of documentaries, or not really documentaries, but science videos on this, and it's confusing as heck. I'm like, how does electricity work? This is more complicated than we think. It's not just wires.
Well, you can simplify it. Just here's how I look at it. Electricity flows through everything.
Yes.
It's the efficiency.
The power line is what basically the power line, the wire makes it the most efficient path for the electricity to travel. Yes, there we go.
Yep.
It's the most efficient path, and electricity will always take the most efficient path. Yep. Electricity is confusing. The more you look into it, the more confusing it gets. It's like, that's why Nikola Tesla's idea of wireless power could, I think, totally have worked. We'll see what the future brings.
It does work. The problem is
Efficiency?
it's so inefficient.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I've seen that stunt done in person. If you got one of them Tesla coils, you can actually hold a fluorescent bulb in your hand and it'll light up.
Oh, no way. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the voltage is so high.
That, yes. Yeah. And that's why those the wireless cell phone chargers, where you just put your cell phone on top of a pad, why they get so hot, because it's so inefficient. We did try one of those for a little bit.
See, now heat is not something you want to expose a lithium battery to.
No. No.
That'd make me a little nervous.
Knowledge is power. Yeah, but ignorance is bliss.
To a point.
Whenever we remember how happy we were as a child, it's because we were dumb and didn't know all the crap going around beside us. So ignorance is happiness. But would you rather have pure happiness and be completely ignorant? I don't think so. I think I'm still pretty happy, even not being innocent anymore, right? I think you can be happy and knowledgeable, as long as you don't let all that knowledge stress you out. Okay. Oh, I never repaired that. Hang on. Hold on. We should repair and wash that. I'm afraid of electricity. That's a fear you should get over, because I think everything around you is powered by electricity.
I would say you don't need to fear it, but you need to respect it. As somebody who's worked with electricity and has definitely gotten tickled by it a few times.
I got tickled yesterday. I got tickled yesterday. I was unplugging the electrical wire between my two trailers. And I'm like, whoa, that should not tickle when you unplug that. The trailer is in the repair shop right now. It should not tickle you when you unplug a power cable.
Nope.
It's like, wee.
Be happy with just the tickle.
Yep. No, you should definitely not work on electricity unless you understand it. Leave that for the professionals. You guys have seen the YouTuber that shocks himself all the time? It's kind of his thing.
Oh, Electro Boom.
Yeah, he short circuits everything he works on. It's kind of funny. You think he's just dumb until you start watching him, and he's pretty intelligent.
He's
how
really
he's doing
smart.
it.
I would say some of that content is probably staged a little bit.
I think it's all staged. He's shorting himself out. He knows exactly where and when he's going to short himself out. Because to do that, to shock yourself that many times and not die, you know what you're doing. And dude, the clickbait, like.
And that unibrow. Oof.
Yeah. He's an interesting looking figure. I mean, it suits him right with that unibrow. He can play that stupidity card a lot better and get the clickbait. So it's working for him. It's working for him.
Yeah, he definitely has some knowledge.
Yeah. You don't electrocute yourself that many times and still tell to live about it unless you know what you're doing.
I wouldn't say this, but I've witnessed it with my own eyes. One of my bosses was that way. There are people that are immune to electricity. They just don't have the resistance or something. Because he could touch wires and it wouldn't affect him. He's just one of them really weird, rare people that could touch it and it didn't affect him. I don't know how, but...
There we go. Yeah, some people, like, we're all built out of the same DNA, but, dude, some of the DNA is off and we're all built very differently. Like, I knew this one guy that completely immune to, like, poison ivy. Doesn't bother him at all. Poison ivy, no worries. Play hide and seek. Guess where he goes and hides? Just goes finds a bunch of poison ivy. Nobody's going in there to find them. Cheat code to hide and seek if you have lots of poison ivy around you and you're immune to it. There's a tree in the Belize. I forget what it's called. It's a very poisonous tree, at least to some people.
Poison oak?
No, this is a Belizean. It's some exotic plant. Because I was out there with a machete and Mom goes, "Don't touch that one." I'm like, "Whoa, what's wrong with that one? It's poisonous." It's like, okay. And she goes, "Well, it's poisonous to you." She grabs it by hand, chops it down, and tosses it out. And Jess put on my mom's rubber boots. Whatever you guys call those rubber boots. I don't know, like the big rubber boots. just put on my mom's rubber boots and just broke out completely. And mom goes, "Oh yeah, I guess I didn't think about it. I'd been cutting down those poisonous trees." It didn't affect her at all. Sumac? I don't know what the tree's actually called.
Sounds right. You also got to read Long Hauler's previous comment.
Oh, I missed a comment. Juan.
Yeah, good one.
Would you stop grilling up there? The smoke has been fog thick for 2 days. Yeah, but the burgers are so good. The burgers are so good. Rubber boots in the UK are willies. Okay. A willy is a very different thing here. Yeah, some of the most poisonous trees in the world are located in Belize. Yeah, there's the give and take tree. That's not the tree I was talking about. Just called poison wood. Yeah, no, it's not the tree of death one. It's the poison wood one.
All them poisonous trees, like in poison ivy, all that stuff, it all depends on your immune system.
Yes, yeah.
It's going to affect everybody differently.
Yeah. So
I have a little bit of immunity to it, you know, because I've worked in the woods and stuff. It usually don't bother me unless it's really wet. When it gets really wet, then it'll get to me.
Because then it can get past your, yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's literally called poison wood. Look up poison wood. Yeah, that one. Yep, that one. Just got pictures. Yep, that one. And then another tree is called tree of death. And then there's a give and take tree. The actual names of the trees are, I think the tree of death is not actually called that. The other name, it has a scientific name, but everybody calls it the tree of death. And the give and take tree, why it's called the give and take tree is when you get poisoned by the give and take tree, you take the sap of that tree to cure that poison. So it poisons you, but it also has the cure built in. You take the sap of the give and take tree and spread that over the poison area, and it will reduce the swelling and so yeah, give and take. The cure is in the tree that poisoned you.
That's like saying eat the rattlesnake that poisoned you. Yeah. The tree of death in Belize refers to the manchineel tree, whatever that is. Glad I'm in Canada. Also, like a moth landed on my sister's chest, by her collarbone, and it left the outline of the moth blister, and that blister stayed there for like months. Just the moth landing on you is very poisonous. In Belize, everything wants to kill you. If you go on vacation there, just don't go off trail. What happened to Duke? 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 Yeah.
There we go.
I'm still here. I had to mute for a bit.
No, it wasn't the mute that's the problem. We heard some crazy wildfire static.
Oh, I'm gonna have to redo my switch.
Sounds like Australia, kind of, yeah. Yeah. The gumbo tree? Yep. Oh, so the gumbo tree. So if you boil the sap of a gumbo tree, it's a great anti-itch for the tree of death, or or the poison wood. Oh, the poison wood. While we're riding today, we stopped for a big group ride with old tractors.
Nice.
Old Ford, Fiat Deutz, McCormick, Porsche, Mercedes, Massey's. Nice. Where was that? A 100 or so old school tractors. Oh, that's so cool.
That's the reason I wasn't available last Saturday for the stream. I was helping drive tractors in a parade, old
Oh,
tractors.
nice. Yeah.
They're always looking for more volunteers because driving that old stuff is kind of becoming a lost skill.
Yes. Yeah. Same with like train engineers driving the old steam engines. They're desperately taking people to train. It's like nobody's going to know how to ride this thing anymore. We've restored these old engines and nobody can actually ride them. Yeah. The skill to operate them has gone away.
So that's basically the first question they ask is, can you drive, they'll just say, can you drive a manual transmission vehicle? And they're like, what's a manual transmission? I'm like, no, you can't drive it. Don't even know what a clutch is.
And Bellingham.
And that's not,
yeah.
and it's not people's fault, because I mean they just
No.
don't. Everything's automatic now.
Why would you learn how to ride a horse if you have a car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you learn how to drive a manual when every car is an automatic? When I went to driving school, they gave me the option: do you want to learn how to drive just the automatic or manual? It's like manual. Manual. I want to learn the old school. Do you think I've driven a manual a single time for work? Yeah, a few times where I had a broke down truck, but I've driven a manual or automatic truck for the last 8.5 years. Other than when my truck broke down, I had a week here or a week there where I was in a manual. But because I went to school and learned the manual, I have that. You literally have to have the manual certification on your driver's license. Because the government realizes that you should have training for that, because that is a art that is no longer. You shouldn't be allowed to drive a manual without having the training for it. At least in a big rig.
It's not a hard skill to learn. Well, maybe for some people it would be, but
so I have a brand new big rig. And I am blown away by the transmission on this new big rig. It's the automated manual transmission. And I've driven it for 2 weeks now. And I am blown away with how well this thing can shift. The Kenworth W9L, I had to go to manual mode. I always knew. It's like when I hit that hill, I click this automatic to manual and I will manually shift this engine. And this last 2 weeks, I'm just like, hey, let's just see what this truck does when I don't. And every single time, it's just made the right decision. It's like, what? So I'm really interested to see what it does in the winter on snow. Because my old truck, I had to do a lot of manual shifting on snow. I think I'm going to let this truck just do its thing and see how far we can push this new transmission. They've put a lot of work. The computers have gotten a lot smarter.
I don't know. I still like the idea of me being in control.
Oh, I like that idea too, but when you drive 14 hours in a day in mountains and cities, the automatic, at the end of the day, you still have energy. a manual, at the end of the day, you are just worn out because all you've done all day is shifting. In the mountains, you're just shifting and shifting and shifting. You're never not shifting.
Good exercise.
Oh, it's good exercise for sure. Like I said, I've only done a week here, a week there on a manual, but you're just drained. So I swore I would never drive an automatic, but obviously my tone has changed. And I was with the Kenworth, I was hauling that single trailer for the last couple of months. This new engine and transmission, I'm hauling 2 trailers. I'm using less fuel pulling 2 trailers than pulling the 1 trailer, and more horsepower. I have more horsepower and I'm using less fuel and pulling an extra trailer. Like, fuel economy has come a long way. More power and more fuel economic? How does that work? It's magic. They've come a long way.
Yeah, and with the new electric cars, Biker Mouse, I don't even think they need a transmission at all because it's I think it's direct drive off the motor.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, even Biker Mouse in 1999, I struggled buying a manual Ford Explorer. I bought an SUV and I wanted to have a manual, and I struggled to find a brand new one. In fact, I struggled so much I didn't. I had a special order. I literally ordered my truck from the factory with the manual transmission. It was just not an option that dealerships were putting in their parking lots. If you want a manual, you have to actually go out of the way and order it that way. And of course, that's a much more expensive ride than if you buy something from the parking lot. The problem with that is it's getting more expensive to repair those because there's no parts out there. If 99% of the cars are automatic and you buy one manual one, when the manual breaks down, good luck repairing it because there's no parts for it. It used to be automatics are a lot more expensive to repair, but now manuals are more expensive to repair. I think manual is a dying breed.
I would say, though, even today, that a manual transmission is more robust than an automatic.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
It wouldn't have to be repaired as often.
Yes. And it's a lot simpler to repair than an automatic. But even when we bought our RV, we looked at name brands. I'm like, oh, that Mercedes is a super cool name brand, but not name brand. That Mercedes there is a super cool RV, but there's not a lot of those Mercedes around. That particular model of Mercedes, not a lot of those around. When it comes to repairing that RV, it's going to be very expensive for us. So that's why we decided to go with a Ford F-350 RV, because parts are everywhere. They are everywhere. When it comes to repairing that RV, it's going to be a lot cheaper because all the junkyards have those in them. I like the idea of electric car, Biker Mouse, just because of the performance, how racy they can be. That's the only reason I would get one. But if you're buying an electric car to save the world, dude, where does electricity come from? It's just, if the reason for buying an electric car is to save the world, the best way to save the world is keep the old shit alive and don't Keep the old stuff from the junkyard. Keep the old laptops, the old computers, the old phones, the old cars away from the junkyard. That's how you save the world.
They have their place. I would say electric car would be fine if you're living in town and you're doing short little trips, you know, and you don't need a full-size car. But you live out in the country, that's not going to work.
That's where Edison Motors is so nice. They're going, you got the convenience of electricity. You have the convenience of charging your batteries down the mountains as a log hauler of electricity. But you've also got a generator built on for your long distance traveling. Hybrid I think is the way to go, not full electricity. Is there a bunk over driving compartment on the RV? No. It's a Class A, so it's not a Class C. Class C's always have a bed on top of the driving compartment, but we wanted to buy a Class C, but a Class A fell into our hands at just the right price for what we got, so no. It did sleep originally 6 people, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It originally slept 6 people. The dining room table had 2 people, the couch was 2 people, and then the master bedroom 2 people. But we've destroyed all that, and now it sleeps 2 people. And originally there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seatbelts in it. It's a 30-foot Class A, so it's a smaller Class A. Yeah, originally there were 8 seatbelts in it. We're going to have it so that there's only 4 seatbelts and it only sleeps 2.
Getting the Juan customization.
Oh yeah. I know when I bought it, I'm like, should I keep it original or customize it? Everybody goes, keep it original. That way it's a better resale value. I'm like, forget that. I want it to look like mine. We were built in. The driver's seat is literally the computer chair. I've built in a computer desk. The computer's going to be moving. One of the computer, I think Jess's computer is going to be moving into there. So Jess will have to be doing all her streams from this computer here soon. It's going to be weird having only one computer in this house because we're going to start setting up a computer in the RV next month. So oh yeah, there you go. Jess says that's what we've been doing so far, renovating it. Yep. How much solar do we have on top? 10,000 watts of solar on top of the roof. That was last summer. Last summer I was just on top of the roof. I don't know how many watts of solar. I can't remember. Last year I knew the answer. Once I built it, I don't care anymore. And now it's all painted and looking nice and white inside. Where am I going? We have to do another. Once we have all the. I think I'll do a video this weekend. Once I have all the drawers and cabinets put back together. I haven't even touched the bedroom yet. We're just doing the living room and dining room area. I figure the bedroom we can do while we live in it. Mainly because we're running out of time. Okay. I think it was 2,000 watts per panel. How much does one panel of solar? I don't remember. just don't remember. Hey, there's a Duke.
I'm trying to remember where we parked rollers.
Right. Turn left.
Oh, that shed.
There's an open space in there.
Oh. Yeah, because this is
Oh,
something
okay,
you
so
don't
it's
want to
200
back
watt
up.
panels. So I have 200 watt panels. Okay, there we go. So there we go. 200 watt panels. I got 10 panels. So 2,000 watts of solar. There we go. Okay. 2,000 watts of solar. Okay, so last week I said we're done planting for the season. Now I can say that again. So I'm going to go right now and just hit save. So we don't have to do that
Now,
again.
why would you want to do something silly like that?
Don't have to do that crap again. All right, so there's 2 tractors out on fields. We're going to take care of all our animals, and then... Well, in the spirit of keeping old shit running, in October I'm starting a course in motorcycle mechanics to be able to restore old bikes in the near future. Yes, we need more of that.
Nice.
Restore the old stuff. That's what we need. That saves the environment. Like the old MacBooks. The old MacBooks had removable batteries and you could upgrade the RAM. That's what keeps it out of the trash. So that disker has never been tested. We just park it in front of the other disker in the shed. It's heavy though. It's a heavy disker.
I noticed that. It does not like to steer very nice.
No. So we'll see if we like that disker or not. Better than the old one we have.
Or it could be just this case tractor too.
Could be.
Oh, this is one of them tractors you have to manually shift it to get it to go in high gear.
Or else you're just crawling, yep.
See, it looks like it belongs over here somewhere.
Yeah, I would just park it right in front of that disker. Or anywhere in that space. Okay. Animal care. Let's make sure everybody has feed before we go sleep. Everybody has water. Sheep are taken care of. A bunch of wool in the way. Not really. Oh, I just drove right by the greenhouse. The little greenhouse needs water. Still thinks it's silly we have to transport water to a greenhouse.
I thought there was a well mod for FS22. I recall using where you could just put down your own little well.
And then
you
it
could
auto...
fill and dump. Well, it doesn't auto, but you can park your water tank next to it.
Yeah, we have that.
And fill and dump at the same time.
Yep, we have that set up at where is that? The maple trees. We have that exact thing set up. So if I map there, right here, we got this little Ford parked here, right next to the maple trees. So you just fire it up, dump, and fill at the same time, and then don't even have to move it. So that is more convenient. And I could do that, just buy a couple more water trailers. As we buy new tractors, put these old tractors on those water trailers and then just do that. Yeah. Okay, chickens and ducks have been taken care of.
Oh, you don't have precision hands installed on here.
Precision.
That makes a difference.
Precision what?
Hands. Makes it easier to lift and move stuff around.
I don't know if I've heard of precision hands.
I got it. I had it on 22 and it just came out on 25. It makes a huge difference when manually moving things around.
Oh.
Okay, why is this not... Oh, there it goes.
What do the sheep need?
The main thing I like about it, you can
Not
use
the
your
sheep, the
scroll
horse.
mouse, your scroll wheel, to move objects closer and further away from you as you're moving. Makes a huge difference.
They need more hay. I have super strength. That's what I'm using here. I have super strength.
Yep, I'm already taking advantage of that.
Yeah. But precision hands, I can't say I've ever done that.
I love precision hands. Okay, cows are done. What else we got here?
If you want to take that silage pit and put some silage into this
the mixer
here, it needs a bunch of silage. Tractor's parked in the silage pit. It is green though. I know you might be allergic to the green there.
You can always repaint it. Well, some mods you can, some you can't. Why is my controls must be different?
For the front end loader?
It helps if you select the front end loader.
Ah, yes. Why can I not?
Still ain't.
Horses, you said you wanted more hay. That's what I'm trying to give you. Is this not hay? Yes, it is hay. Okay, horses, take the hay. Weird. Hay gets accepted here. Okay, let's try a different bale.
Ooh. Oh, I almost took out a one.
Okay, horses, take your hay. Is the trigger messed up? It took straw. Oh, capacity is full. Never mind. Horses take hay and oats. You have to mix it up. So base food is oats, and they want horses to be at the happiest. Want 60% oat and 40% hay, and that line is now about there, right? So you have to always balance the line between oat and hay.
You know, there is a such thing as too much realism here. The silage, boy, you really got to jab into it and really push to get a full bucket.
That's why we're getting rid of once that silage pit's empty, we're destroying it.
Gonna put a stave silo up.
Yeah.
Look at the Superman running here.
We're done. We're done with the silage pit. Okay. I'm gonna go hit the sleep trigger and then we'll do it all again.
I'm not done dumping silage yet. Oh, what is going on here? For some reason the tractor got weird.
I'm sure you can finish dumping silage in the morning.
No, it has to be done now.
I'm hitting it right now. Oh, it rained overnight.
And I left your tractor running overnight.
Oh no. You slept in the tractor.
Didn't have time to go to the house and jump in bed.
Okay, I'm glad I moved that wool. Because wow, that's a lot of wool they produced overnight. Magic sheep. They produce wool overnight. Introducing my wife to Tiki today.
Tiki torches?
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know, long hauler. You lost me. Maybe you have to introduce me to Tiki. Uh-oh. Those pallets are inside the ground. Oh, that's going to be a problem for our future. Jess can deal with that in the future.
I see how it is. When it's a problem, it's just let Jess take care of it.
Yeah, there's 2 pallets inside the concrete somehow. Sometimes saving and quitting, coming back, they'll be outside of the concrete. But these 2 are...
No way to jiggle wiggle them out with super strength?
No,
I know sometimes you grab them and
yeah,
do the jiggle wiggle thing. Sometimes that works.
I've already tried a couple of times here. And
do you have an auto load trailer?
Yeah, I think I do.
That sometimes will suck them up.
They're jiggling away in there. Maybe they'll pop out. Anyway, we're not selling them right now anyway, so not a big deal. Looks like honey is full.
Long Hauler says he'll introduce you if you can hold your rum.
Oh, so it's alcoholic drink. No, I don't. I've literally had a bottle of rye in the kitchen there. It's almost empty now, but I bought that in December, I think. I drink very little.
I was never much of a rum drinker. Now whiskey, on the other hand, I drank a lot of whiskey back in the day.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of rum. I'm not a fan of beer. I do like my rye and Coke, or as you guys would say, whiskey and Coke. Rye is just a form of whiskey.
Any drink, it depends. You know, beer, you know, there's some beers I won't touch. I bet you'd like Leinenkugels. That's a good beer. Oh, don't dump it on the ground, fool. Huh. I made a mess.
I've never drank enough alcohol that I couldn't remember the night.
I have.
I've drank enough to be very giggly and happy drunk, but that's about it. sure. Let's just dump it upside down. It's just honey.
Been a couple nights. It's like, I made it home. Don't know how, but I'm home.
Long Island iced tea tastes really good. Apparently that's like a prostitute drinker, but it tastes good, so I don't care.
I had a thing with twisted tea for a while there. That was a good drink.
Twisted tea.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Long Island iced tea is dangerous to drink because you don't taste the alcohol, and it's just pretty much pure alcohol, but the way they've mixed the flavors, it just tastes really good, and you don't realize how much you're drinking until it hits you.
Kind of stand up and you're like, whoa.
Yeah. It's like, why am I so giggly and happy all of a sudden? Oh. It's like, what's in this drink? Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I usually made that mistake when I was floating down the river. I'd take a case of twisted tea with me, and as you're floating down the river, you know, you drink, and it just kind of flows right through you. Then when you go to get out of the river, you're just like, whoa.
Yep.
Kind of stumbling up the riverbank.
Well, that's what my cousin did. We were just driving along and drinking and driving. And it's like, how are you feeling? Like, you're okay to still continue driving? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. It's like, you know what? Maybe you should get out of the truck. He gets opens the door, stands out to get out of the pickup, and just goes flat on his face out of the pickup. It's like, yep, the second you stood up. It's like, you are way too drunk to be driving. You know, back in the day when it was okay to drink and drive.
Yeah, it was perfectly okay.
Yeah. Man, when they started making laws stricter against it, it's like the freedom. They're taking away our freedom. I can't have a beer and then go drive? Like, what is this?
Good reason for that. There's many a times I should not have been driving.
Oh, yeah. Like,
it was just pure luck getting home.
There's a reason why these laws were written.
Shut one eye so you can only see one line instead of two lines on the road.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I always say the people that are in jail are as guilty as we are that are not in jail. We just didn't get caught. If you get caught at a young age, it can send you down a path of career criminal. If you don't get caught at a young age, you grow up and do better. So the difference between people in jail and not are the ones that got caught. We've all done stupid shit.
I had a friend that had a mindset like that. He was like, it's only illegal if you get caught.
I mean, it's still illegal, and it's still stupid. But we've all done things stupid enough that we should have gone to jail, or at least got a ticket.
Oh, why is that flipping out? Your straw shredder is not happy with this bale. I don't know why.
It does that sometimes. I've had a bale go flying halfway across the map.
It's just it's working, but it's doing a little potty dance while it's doing it.
I've literally had a bale just disappear. In fact, I couldn't find it, and later on you're driving around and I'm like, hey, there's a bale here in the middle of nowhere. Okay.
Maybe it doesn't like, well, to save time and stuff, I've been getting the, because it gives you the option to get the biggest bale.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't be doing that.
Doesn't quite fit.
Maybe I should. It could be. Let's go with one size smaller bale. Maybe that'll like it a little better. Yeah, that made it happier.
All right, now let's give the horses oat.
I hear a Johnny Popper.
Yep. Love that sound. Ah, milk, right. Let's see how much milk we got. Like, what else do we normally do in the mornings? Milk delivery. And then is there anything else to do? I don't think so. I think all the fields need another day or another month or two. Crop is looking good. Michael says, Duck, hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing the usual. Okay,
Michael, Michael, you're a pink. Michael, you're a pink. You got a pink maple leaf. I got to change the credits. Oh, this truck has no brakes. No brakes. Just stop, stop, stop. You were supposed to stop way back there. Stop.
Use the building. Use the building.
Just crash into the building.
That'll stop.
Thought I was doing a good job avoiding the building.
The sheep, you need to move some wool. The spawn area is full.
Oh, 2 in a row. 2 in a row. All right. Well, Long Hauler's been a member for 6 months. Michael's been a member for 24 months. Okay, well we'll do 2 spins here. I thought I moved all the wool. Okay, we'll do a timer. First spin is going to go on a 5-minute timer, and then we'll do another spin after that. Okay, what do we got? Straw hat, I think. Straw hat. I can't find it. Couldn't find it. Is there a better way? It's not all in my face. Okay. Oh, you couldn't see the wheel spin. Got it. I forgot that button. You know, that button. My bad. Okay, let's start a timer. And I'll try to make sure I show you the wheel spin. Okay. So 1,000 liters. So I'm doing 1,000 liters into each factory here. That's 500. There we go. That's 1,000 liters. 1,000 liters went to the donuts. Duke is now bored. Now we need to do 1,000 liters into this new dairy. What's the new dairy producing, Jess?
Oh, shoot. There goes the phone again. I'll try and plug on my mic this time.
It's 1,000 liters. bakery. Oh, didn't even need 1,000 liters. More like 800 liters for the bakery. And then the rest, 6,000 liters, go to this dairy. All right, so what was the thing that new dairy is doing? I was listening. Okay, so this dairy is doing butter, chocolate, and cheese. So just stop doing butter on this one. So, oops. How do I stop it from doing? Maybe here? There, oh, over here. Okay, butter. Okay, we're no longer doing butter. Okay, so this one's no longer doing butter.
Okay, I'm back.
Michael, literally what we were talking about. Hey, sure noob. Michael, we had a whole conversation about, hey, Michael, that's awesome. You have a pink leaf. And then you did the spin. That's what our whole conversation was. Michael, you dumbass. Michael. Okay. So, butter. I'm in holiday mode. My straw hat?
Can you hear me, Juan?
I can, yes. Can you hear me? Butter. Okay, this place is doing butter. Uh-oh, Duke cannot hear us. It's missing. This is butter. We can hear Duke. I don't think Duke can hear us. Where else does butter go? Butter goes to the pancake shop as well. Duke, are you out there? Earth to Duke, Earth to Duke. I can't hear Duke anymore, but we heard Duke at first, and then chocolate. Oh, okay, sounds good, Duke. Or can't sound anything. Michael! $1 donation, Michael. Thank you. Our timer's gone here. This time, let's show you guys spinning the wheel. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is... So we had Long Hauler and Michael both spin the wheel. Okay, let's see. What do we get here? Thanks, Michael, for the donation. I do appreciate that. We haven't had a donation in months. Well, over a month anyway. Oh, who did? Nina did a, yes, that's right. Nina did a membership giveaway. That's not terrible. It's just a very uncomfortable hat to wear while streaming. Because I can't turn my head with a tricorder. Okay. There's our tricorn. What am I holding here? Chocolate. goes to donuts and cookies. Okay, that's it for donuts. The rest goes to cookies. You must be hungry? I'm getting hungry too. It's too early to be hungry, but we also got up early. Not really. Pirates of the Caribbean music playing in your head. I have the soundtrack to the original Pirates of the Caribbean on my Spotify. I also learned I cannot unplug USB mic. It messes up the game. Okay, so unplugging is a bad idea. So we'll rather just have the mute button and a little bit of static. Noted. Do not unplug. All right. Oh, there's weeds on these fields. That's what we need to do today. We need to weed those fields. I don't know. We'll see how many fields have weeds. I think we'll be fine. At least today. Once harvesting season starts, then I need help. I'll let you know when I need help. With no more Duke. I eat 1 or 2 times a day. I think most people eat at least 2 times a day. Sometimes most people eat 3 times a day. I don't know if breakfast really counts for me. For breakfast, I usually have 2 oatmeal cookies. That's it. And I usually have it late. So I usually don't eat breakfast. I just drink cold water. That's my morning routine. Cold water. Then maybe at 2 hours, I've been awake for 2 hours. Then I'll eat 2 oatmeal cookies, 2 oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. And that's it until lunchtime. I think Duke took care of cows. I think he said he took care of cows. Yes, they're taken care of. Okay. Let's just take a quick look here at the age of everything. Where's my cheat sheet? Cheat sheet? I need to put this cheat sheet all on the same one. There. There. Okay. Let's see if there's any bulls 2 years old, 24 months or older. So let's just look for male. 25 months. Okay. We should pick that one up and sell it. I'm lazy. I'm just going to sell it. We have 2 of them like that. Let's just hit the sell button. You don't make as much money if they come and pick it up, but we have money. We'll sell. How old are these? 15 months. Okay. I'm happier eating small bits every 2 hours. Yeah, I think I agree with that. Just eat when you're hungry, and then don't eat a lot. Yeah, if you only eat twice a day, your blood sugar levels are all over the place. It is healthier to spread that out a bit. Any more males in here? 17 months, 13 months, 5 months, 18, 24. We'll sell that one. Yes. 5 months, 18 months. Too many males. 0 months. We had a new male. Why? I don't want a new male. I want more female. I want more milk. I want more milk. This pasture can take 100, I think. It says 28 out of 100. I think that's what this means, right? Yeah. Okay. So we need more females. All right. So do we have to sell any females? I guess we could hold on to them longer, just so we produce milk longer. So 62 months is the. After 62 months, they eat more than they really produced, right? I have a pick leaf. Michael, are you nuts? We've had this conversation twice now about your maple leaf being pink. Are you not listening to us? Are you just... Michael, what? Michael, anybody else confused by Michael? Michael. Way back here, right about here, at 10:30. At 10:30, we were talking about, hey, Michael has a pink maple leaf. Stop moving up. Michael has a pink maple leaf. That's so cool. And then Michael did the pink maple leaf thing, or did the, hey, I've been a member for 24 months. And then Michael goes, hey, Juan, look at my maple little leaf. And it's like, yeah, no shit, Michael. That's what we were talking about over here at 10:34. And now Michael says at 10:48, hey, I have a pink leaf. Michael, are you not listening at all? Okay. Michael, some days. Okay, 64. We're looking for, so I'm looking right over here at the age, 8 months. I'm looking for anything that says 64 or older. $63. Oh, good. We have a new female calf as well. Oh, hallelujah. Brand new female calf as well. So one male, one female. Okay. At least we got a female as well. Okay. Michael, are you okay? You doing okay, Michael? Okay, let's see fields. Let's see what... Okay, everything's growing. We messed up that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields that have all weeds on them. I feel we forgot to weed those before. Okay, let's go. Let's, yeah, Jess was pretty much a cripple yesterday. I guess we should really pull it with a John Deere, right? A green tractor in front of a green implement. I think our thumbnail was the green tractor too, right? Hey, we're further than we got last time streaming, so I already hit save once. So we don't have to replant anything. We're good there. These John Deeres had the weird transmissions where you have to go very weird gear pattern. Okay, so herbicide right there. All right. After a bike ride, yeah. People don't realize how sore you can get after a long bike ride. 200, you said 200 miles or 200 kilometers? But yeah, that'll do a job on your back. Oh, I'm missing just a tiny little bit along the edge. Why do I have my headlights on? How do I turn those off? Nope. I don't know how to turn my headlights off. All right. Michael, you're not going to address at all? You're just ignoring? All right. Okay, Michael, you're just going to ignore the conversation altogether. Okay. Yesterday morning, I was going to go and I had a green light. A truck came running, passing through the red light. And there was an SUV in front of me. The SUV started flashing red and blue. So in other words, Michael, hey, a truck blew a red light in front of me and did it right in front of a ghost cop car, and the cop car chased them. Yeah, your bottom can get pretty sore depending on the ride, depending on the comfort level of the ride. Especially the older bikes. The newer bikes, you can sit in those saddles a little longer. Those older school bikes, yeah, they're pretty tough. Is that corn? Sure, Noob says. Yes, this is corn. This is corn. Looks like it's knee-high in May. Isn't it supposed to be knee-high in July? Might not be quite knee-high yet. Yeah, nice field of corn. It's a bit sparse. Like in real life, the corn plants would be closer together, but it's a way to make the game not crash. At the wrong angle, it looks very sparse, but at the right angle, it's pretty decent. Michael? What? Michael, can you see if you're live? Are you watching live, Michael? Michael, are you watching live? Yes. Then why are you replying to a comment that we talked about 15 minutes ago? And then why are you about the maple leaf over and over and over? You've brought up the pink maple leaf 3 times now. It's as if you didn't see any of our comments. I don't understand what's going on here. I'm talking to you, Michael, and then you don't answer. And then 15 minutes later, you answer the question we asked. He says yes. But does that mean he answered yes to a different question we asked 15 minutes ago? Michael, type in red dot. If you type in red dot right now, we know you're live. Red dot, red dot, red dot. Why does it say top of the chat? It's on live or top chat. You always want live chat. If you leave top chat, so by default, you get top chat. by default, YouTube gives you top chat. Always click on it and change it to live chat. If you only have it on top chat, you're going to miss comments. If you leave it on top chat, the YouTube AI only gives you the comments it thinks are relevant. So always click that live chat button. What the hell are you looking at? Yeah? Okay. So obviously Michael's not live because no red dot. Mine has refreshed once or twice already too. I don't know why. And then it goes to top chat when it refreshes. Yes. Juan, how my brain works. So he's not live. So guys, Michael's just way back behind because he didn't type in blue dot. Blue dot. I know if we'd say red dot now, then it could have been the last time. Now it's blue dot. Yeah, see, no blue dot. Michael is just way behind. Ah, shoot, there's the blue dot. Okay, Michael is live. Okay, well, we have confirmed Michael is live. Michael's just being Michael. So I have a question about the pink maple leaf. Were you just not listening to our conversation at all? Okay, so Michael's just being Michael. Like, are you just trolling us? I swear Michael is smart and it just is trolling us. Like, I bet you he's like brilliant and just like the most long game troller ever. It means 2 years. Yes, the pink maple leaf means 2 years. Yes. Confirmed. 24 months. I have to update the credits that are scrolling across the screen so your name shows up pink in there as well. And you became a member shortly after we first initiated memberships. Maybe a month or two after. So you're almost OG. Oh yeah. Like Michael is the best troll ever. Like my brain shuts down sometimes reading his comments. It's like, is he being for real? Like you gotta be brilliant to be that good of a troll. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm gonna try Ishwar. Welcome in, Ishwar. And if it's wrong, let me know how to fix it. Oh look, there's a little bit of what is that? We have a little bit of, it says corn. It's this stuff. Wheat. We have a little bit of wheat growing in the cornfield. Oops. Michael says I'm smarter than you think. Yeah, I think you're a pretty brilliant troll. He's the AJ Wilkerson of watching YouTube. You can see what? S? You can see S. Oh, I can say S. Is? I want to say Ishwar. I can just say ish, or I can just say, yeah. I've asked so many questions now, I don't know what the answer is to. It's a problem. I need to answer yes and no questions. Ishwar, is that let me guess. I'm gonna guess an Indian name. Maybe Pakistani? What ethnicity is that name? Yes, IDI. Does that mean yes, Indian? I think so. India. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm not as dumb as I look either, Michael. Okay. Cool. Sounds German to you? No, it sounded very Indian to me. I know the last name. No, it definitely didn't. It didn't give me the German vibe. It gave me the Rajesh vibe. I'm like, that's the vibe I'm feeling, so it's got to be Indian. And Indian and Pakistani are pretty much so similar, other than Muslim versus Hindu, right? You're from Netherlands but have an Indian name? I mean, you could be Canadian and have an Indian name, so yeah. That shouldn't be a surprise. Oh, it's just like me. I'm a Canadian and I have a Spanish name, right? My name is from India. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. That's like when people start talking Spanish to me and I'm like, no comprende. I'm like, I don't speak your language. Just because my name is in a certain language doesn't mean I speak that language. Is everything good, boy? Greetings from Belgium. I did not turn mine to auto-translate. I never turned it on, but it is auto-translating. I do not speak Spanish, no. Navi goes, nice hat. Thank you, thank you. Naveen, guess who's mistreating Pokemon right now? Are you on your single player, sir? I'm single player. I think my name is from an angel. Like Archangel Michael. Very Catholic name, right? Michael is very Catholic. My best friend is Michael. Those aren't Pokemon? I'm sure they are. They sure look like Pokemon. For legal reasons, they might not be Pokemon. So just now I know why I'm getting that weird little symbol. I'm getting a weird little symbol with an A on it. I'm like, what? That's auto-translating. Oh, so if I hover over that little... Hang on. Let's take a look. So it's auto-translating this. So if I... here, alles gut, Jungen. Groten. So that's German, right? Alles gut, Jungen. Yeah. So it's no habla español. No. Yeah. So it's auto translating. Even Michael said yeah, and then it translated it for some reason. So anytime I'm getting that weird little icon, it's auto translating it to English for me. So it sounded very German to me. Es ist Deutsch. But Deutsch and Dutch are so similar, right? Is the timer still active? No. No timer. Naveen, whatever you just said, it translated it. It translated a shrug to a TSU. Michael said, good morning. Happy Saturday. Probably in Spanish because it translated that too. You were hoping it would. Okay. Navi is just screwing with me as well. Michael and Navi just trolling me. I see how it is. I see how it is. I don't remember how to fold that button. There we go. Oh. Long hauler. I have two hats that could be classified as a derby. I've got I think because I have it listed on here, Derby, right? I've only got one listed on here as Kentucky Derby. It's got to be the Kentucky Derby. Because the Bowler Derby, because there's the Derby, the Bowler, and we got the Kentucky Derby. So there's two hats that could be the Derby. You actually want me to put this hat on. You're just being nice. It's very suspicious. We're going to put a timer on. You get two timers because it's $10. So when the timer runs out, we have to do it again. I could make another button that does a timer for 10 minutes, but you know, that'd be work. I'm very suspicious. I'm like, what's going on? Why do I get to wear my favorite hat? Long hauler's trolling me too, I think, it's like instead of punishing me, I'm getting reward. I think it's a troll. Deutsch und Dutch. They are the same but different. Yeah, they're very, very similar, right? All the grammar rules are exactly the same. They all. Uh-oh. Chat just refreshed, which means I only see top chat again. So every time it refreshes, I have to go in there and click the live chat button. Why is this not filling? Hello? Hello? I don't know what Joey just said. Everybody's just trying to Dutch. Everybody's trying to Dutch with me now? Like, I would love to immigrate. To where? Where would you want to immigrate? To Canada? Yeah. To Canada. Why can't I fill? You need to fill this tool. Yes, I know. That's what I'm trying to do. Is it empty? No, there's lots of herbicide in there. It's 77% full. But apparently I can't do that either. What the? So I saw something moving in the background. I'm like, I don't think anybody's in. Why can't I do? What is going on? It's broken. Ah, you said it in Klingon. Okay. I might have to restart the game if it doesn't let me fill. We have a second sprayer. I'm going to see if there's herbicide in it. Yep, it's a full load. Let's use this one and then move the problem down the street till this one's empty. Saturday's going fabulous. Fabulous morning, Joey. Fabulous morning. Wow, that was easy to make Juan nervous. You're just being nice. It just doesn't seem right. Just do translations jobs. The problem with Canada is the cost of living is stupid. I guess everywhere is getting stupid, but cost of living is really stupid, especially in places that translation skills are needed. If you move to Saskatchewan, it's pretty cheap there, but who wants? The cost of healthcare in Canada is insane. You know what? Why can't I turn the timer back on? Cookie? Can't turn the timer on. I'll give it a minute. Okay, maybe I had to wait for the sound to stop playing. There we go. Yeah, I had to wait for the sound to stop playing. There's our taxes pay for our health care. So our health care is not cheap, but our taxes pay for it. But having said that, having free health care also means you have delayed health care. But what's better? I would have to argue delayed health care is better than the system like the US has, right? Oh no, that's true. I think Jess has given up on getting her money back from the insurance. So certain healthcare is free, other healthcare is not. So yeah, our healthcare is not what people think it is. People go, Canada has free healthcare. Yeah, we don't pay millions of dollars for expensive surgeries, but we still have to pay for our prescriptions, and our insurance is a pain in the butt. So it's not what people think when they hear free healthcare. All right, I think that field, yeah. So we got to do all of that. I will definitely run out of herbicide before I run out of all of that. True, just because it's it's free here doesn't mean we're not going to. Just because we have to wait 14 hours to see a doctor, paying $5K, you might still have to pay, or you might still have to wait 14 hours to see a doctor, unless you're going to pay 20 grand, and then you can always out and see a doctor right away. So the U.S. system is great for very rich people. And the Canadian system is great if you're dying. But if you have anything that's not killing you right now, our system sucks. So yeah, like Jess's medication, she has to pay it out of pocket. Luckily, my insurance for work covers, how much percentage of it? 75? 80%. Technically. And it has to be approved. There's lots of forms and doctors, and so it can be pathetic for certain drugs. Other drugs are just automatically just covered 80%. And some drugs are 100% covered, but it's not free. We don't pay for MSP. So employers pay a lot of the health insurance. Taxes pay a lot of health. Yeah. I had not heard animal health care. I would vote against that. Huh? Animal health care? I wouldn't want my taxpayers to pay for animal health care. Well, thank you, Long Hauler, for this hat. I'm no longer safe. Is it timer just going to keep going over and over and over because I hit the button 3 or 4 times? There we go. I've had my phone bing at me so many times now. Looks like I got a bunch of messages. And they can wait. And was the other bing that we have a delivery on the way, or there's something out for delivery? Okay. Yeah, to immigrate to Canada, also, they're very picky on to make sure you're not immigrating to Canada to get the free health care. Well, I have no problem with pet insurance and stuff like that, but well, pet insurance, great. Taxpayers paying for pet health care? I think taxpayer money should go to things that are essential, right? Now, having said that, pets are essential to some people, right? Literally, for your mental health, you need that pet, right? So, I'm not saying pets are not essential to some people, but I think taxes should only pay for essential things. Taxes should pay to have your mole removed if it's potentially cancerous. Taxes should not get a pay for a mole to be removed that you want to look prettier. Essential stuff. That's what healthcare should take care of. Yeah, Canadian system is better than the U.S. system. At least for our wage bracket. How's it going on the farm? Lots of weeds, but we're spraying them right now. And for some reason, Ishwar, I can't fill up the sprayer, so maybe I'll try a different location. We have one on that field. I'll try that one. You don't know what pet insurance is? You can buy insurance for almost anything, Michael. Pet insurance would just cover the pet medicals if you have an emergency operation or medication that the pet needs. The insurance would cover that, right? And I could see why having as a employer, if you employ a lot of people, having pet insurance as part of the perk, I could see why people would want to work for you. Hey, if you come work for us, not only do you have insurance for your medical, but we also have insurance for your pets. That could be a benefit to working at a certain place. The wrong button. I'm kind of lucky. My insurance is locked in. My employer cannot change my insurance, not without a lawsuit, because he purchased me from a different employer. So my employer is not allowed to change my wages, my benefits, my job in any way unless I agree. Doesn't mean I ever get a raise, but why YouTube keeps refreshing the chat and it makes it to top chat instead of live chat every time, and then I miss half the comments. So yeah, I am well employed right now. If I was going to do the same job somewhere else, I wouldn't have the cushy position I have right now. Not only that, when he purchased me to this new what do you call it when you've worked in a place a long time, your seniority, how many years I've worked at a place. If he were to fire me, he would have to pay out a severance package. That's the word I'm looking for. He would have to pay out a severance package that reflected my 8.5 years of work, not the 2.5 years that I've worked for this employer. So my time I spent at the last company gets moved over to this company, right? Yeah, the only downside so far is this guy hasn't given me a raise, and the last company has given their drivers a raise. But that's not part of the contract, so I would like a raise. I would like a raise. Yeah, I know once we're settled down up north and moved and everything, I will probably ask for a raise. We'll have a nice sit-down conversation and ask for a raise. Yeah. Basically, you're looking for a place that you can use your skills and your basically the stuff that you're good at, your specialty. You and your wife, you're yeah. No, that makes sense. Well, we're almost out of herbicide again. I've heard China is great. The thing is, China's not as bad as we always think it is. We always hear the local news of how terrible China. It's not as bad as you do have less freedoms, but I don't know biker mouth. No idea. I have no idea what the Canada immigration system's looking for. I don't follow those circles. You'd have to apply and see. If you want to work and you have value, China is great. Yes. Yeah. I know people think it's a joke, right? No, like for real. China is better than people think it is. It's just our media has always beat up on China so much that we think China is not great. It's like it's funny how modern communism and modern democracies have both migrated more into the center. So modern democracies are more communist than you think, and modern communists are a lot more democracy than you think. Canadians can visit China without a passport. You still need a Canadian passport, right? Really? I thought I needed a passport to leave Canada, period. But I didn't know that, actually. Joey's back. I'm getting very hungry. I'm starving. What is there for food? What are my options, Jess? Chicken? Can I eat that Pokemon? It might taste like a gummy bear. Ugh. I'd rather have chicken. Oh, without a visa. There we go. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, so you can travel to China without a visa. I've been watching Nora Lee. She's traveling through China. It's about to go back to China from Mongolia. and she gets quite a bit of freedoms other than as a motorcyclist, she is legally by law required to have an escort. But her escort's awesome. Most of the time when she's got her videos, her escort's not even in the videos, right? And escorts are also very advantageous for translations and stuff like that, right? Communicating on where you can sleep and where you can ride and where you can't. But they give her like lots of freedom. Chicken and going to bed, go with Pokemon. Are you saying chicken makes you tired? I can fill up herbicide here just fine. Okay. Well, at least I can fill it up. I'm happy now. Woke up this morning at 6 a.m. I woke up at probably that time too, but I fell asleep again. And temperature was already high. Yeah, we're up to 28 degrees now, but today's a little bit of a cooler day than the last couple. We hit 43 yesterday. I did. Just didn't hit 43 here, but it's been a hot week, and it's going to be another hot week next week. So you're at 41 Celsius now. Yeah. And what's the feels like temperature with the humidity? Hey, Michael, thanks again for that donation earlier. It's the only donation we've had today. I appreciate that. And thank you to Joey and Michael and Long Hauler for being members. You got that maple leaf behind your name. Thank you for that, too. This channel's been making just a little bit of money. It's definitely not enough to pay off like the computers and stuff we've bought to do this. But at least we're losing less money doing this, so thank you. Ambulance. Without you guys being members and doing the super chat every now and then, or doing the membership giveaways, it'd be hard. We'd be hard pressed to keep coming back and doing this. So, really, the members keep us going. Also, remember, if you do your membership on a monthly, it's going to be cheaper for you. YouTube's got this thing where membership prices, they kind of automated it, are going to go up higher. So if you keep renewing your membership over and over, those prices might change. So if you're on a monthly program where you're just on a monthly automatically renewing membership, it'll be locked in at this price no matter what the membership prices change to. Humidity feels like 47 degrees Celsius in the Winnipeg area. Yeah, that is really, really hot. I would prefer minus 47 over plus 47. Because at least you can just put more clothes on. I guess at minus 7 you can just stay inside, but at that temperature it's not safe to be a roofer out working out there. I think jobs should almost take that into consideration and do what they do like in the tropics. Like in Belize, workers will start work at like 4 a.m. and they will work for like 5 hours. And then they're going to go and sleep. And then the evening, they're going to work another 3 or 4 hours, and then they go sleep again. So split the shifts. So you're actually out in the fields, out on the construction project in the mornings and in the evenings. And then sleeping twice a day is very common in the tropics. You only sleep for a few hours in the dark, and then during the day when it's super hot, you sleep another few hours then. Yeah, did you know before electronics, 2 sleeps are common? If I was watching this documentary about if you go through old documents, a lot of times in stories, documentation, it's like going off for my second sleep now. Sleeping twice in a day used to be super common, and they did an experiment where they shut off all, basically all clocks, all cell phones, no computers. You're just going to live in a rustic, no technology place. And as soon as you do that, people naturally started going back to sleeping twice in a day. In the winters, you'd wake up at night to set your fireplaces and warm that up. You'd be awake for an hour or two and then go back to sleep again. So, like in German, we literally have a word called Mittagsschlaf, midday sleep. And today we just think of Mittagsschlaf as a little nap. You take a little nap during the day. No, back in the day, it was a midday sleep. Mittagsschlaf. You actually sleep for 3 hours when it's the hottest time of day. Sleep 3 hours during the day, sleep 5 hours overnight. Siesta, yep. So in Spanish, it'd be a siesta. In Plotich, direct translation would be flat Dutch. Flat Dutch. We have a word, Mittagsschlaf. Joey says we have 10 workers, go down 2 weeks ago because, or 2 weeks ago working on at the Blue Bomber Stadium. So heat stroke, yeah, that's where you need to put in brakes. I got in trouble yesterday morning. The two owners, husband and wife, came out and ripped me a new one for delivering into the yard with no tarps. I'm like, dude, it was 43 degrees Celsius. It is not safe for me to go tarp that load. I'm going to be passed out. Tarping is a job you do by yourself. No supervision. There's nobody around. If you have a heat stroke, nobody knows you had a heat stroke and you die. So no. If you want me to tarp that load, get me to load first thing in the morning, 6 a.m. so I can tarp it when it's not so hot. Or give me extra time so I have time to tarp it and somebody supervising. There needs to be a second person to do unsafe work. Aren't those tarps your weight? Pretty much. They're about 100 pounds. You're going for a sleep right now. All right. Have a great sleep, Biker Mouse. How long is that dungeon going to take? Boss is right through there, so another hour. I'm not getting food, guys. I'm going to go hungry. I know I could just end the stream and go make my own food, right? Take care of myself? No way. Just doesn't seem right. I know I make it sound so misogynistic. Woman, food now. I promise if I was like that, she would beat my ass. I still want to go north of Manitoba, where the gravity is lighter. You know what? People just go, haha, funny. No, for real. Gravity is stronger in in certain places of the world. You can actually see that they have these gravity maps where gravity is stronger and weaker. And the Great Canadian Shield definitely have weaker gravity there. As a person, though, would you notice the difference? It's so minuscule, so small of a difference. Would you actually feel the difference? If you'd step on a scale, how much lighter would you actually be? The equator is the weakest gravity? I don't think so. My brain says that gravity would be higher at the equator, but I don't know. I don't know where and what and why, but gravity is actually very bumpy. It's not uniform. We used to have a place over here where you could see snake dens with, I don't know if 10,000 snakes, but we have snake dens over here. There used to be a park here where I could actually see them, but you can't see them anymore. Because it spins the fastest. Yes. Would that make gravity lighter? I mean, yeah, I can see your thinking there. I just don't. I know no. My knowledge is not enough to have anything intelligent to say on the subject. Because I think it's got more to do with how dense the Earth is in certain spots. Like the Great Canadian Shield is more dense than further south. So the denser it is, the stronger the... No, it's less dense because the Great Canadian Shield comes all the way. You can see the Earth's mantle. So there's less dense in northern Manitoba, which means less gravity. I don't know, I'm just so used to that in northern Manitoba you can see the Earth's mantle. Is that a thing only? You could only do in northern Manitoba, northern Saskatchewan, Nunavut, Northwest Territories? Or can you see that in other parts of the world? The Great Canadian Shield, can you see that type of geology anywhere else in the world? Or is that a Canadian only thing? At your farm you have a rock that can pick up CB radios, just like a normal radio from Mexico. Nice. I mean, it wouldn't be not a normal radio, you're like a shortwave radio? Just like a normal shortwave radio, right? I think you need a shortwave for that. But yes, rocks can AM FM radio, nice. Rocks can, depending on the materials of the rock and how dense the rock, everything on Earth can be an antenna and magnify radio signals. Yep, that is a thing. I don't know what would make it stronger. More iron in the rock would make it better. I don't know. Once again, I'm stupid to the topic, but and just like Duke said earlier, electricity flows through everything too. It just flows through certain things more efficiently than others. Electricity is just floating around in the air around us. Just not a lot of it. Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. Ugh. Jess is done killing Pokemon. I get food now. Your truck has FM, AM radio. Usually it's AM, FM radio. That's normally how people say that. So much herbicide. Okay. Chicken good. So quesadilla, chicken fries rice, cheesy chicken, sweet and sour chicken? No, can't do sweet and sour chicken. No sweet and sour sauce. Just isn't sweet anymore. Not saucy either. You're sounding a little sour right now. Yeah, I got a bit of a cold sore, but chicken fried rice would probably be fine. You've hinted at that 2 days in a row now, so. I am empty apparently. Sorry, did not say hello to Jess. I mean, she hasn't been in the game either. She's just been killing Pokemon, but Jess says hi back. Come on, transmission. There we go. So many weeds. So little time. Oh, it stopped filling. I think it's empty. While I'm here, let's fill all of these. Apparently that one is full. I know, that was a lot of money I just spent. I still have $4 million. I didn't realize we had that much money. $4 million. I can't wait till somebody comes in here and goes, you know, there's the government subsidy mod that you can have more money. Can't wait till someone does that again. I think we're good. think we're good. Okay, where were we? Let's see, did I think we just... Okay, we missed a little bit there. Okay, I'll do a U-turn here. Looks like right about there. Okay. Let's get that little bit that we missed. Make sure I have crop insurance. I think in FS25 there's mods for that. No, what's the new DLC? South America, doing coffee and what? Alpaca. That sounds like fun. Okay, so the coffee will be able to set up a lot like a vineyard. Okay. Yeah, you drag the lines. Okay. Okay. So alpaca would be fun to grow. Yeah, it's like just big sheep. Yep. Sheep with long necks. Michael, what are you eating for lunch? Chicken fried rice? Oh, you can lead the alpacas around to train them. Interesting. Yes, Michael, you said that already, that you haven't eaten, and we've all said how dumb that is for your blood sugar level. But if you don't have diabetes, maybe in the future you will. You're not doing your body any favors by eating unhealthy like. Having said that, today I have not eaten a meal either. I have had 2 cookies, 2 oatmeal cookies. That is all I have eaten today so far. How what? They eat Dad's, name brand Dad's, oatmeal chocolate cookies because they have a lot less sugar in them. Okay. Yeah, Dad's oatmeal chocolate chip cookies are like a hard, crunchy. Yep. 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 Healthier if you need less sugars. But you need a certain amount of sugars too, right? It's the whole reason why you're eating. You want your sugars and your carbs, right? Yeah, Joey, coffee isn't healthy either. As long as you don't eat Taco Bell lettuce, everything's healthy. That's true. The U.S. has a major run of diarrhea. Anyone that eats at a Taco Bell. Well, since when did Taco Bell not give you diarrhea? What's different about? It's like, yeah, same old, same old. Apparently this is exceptionally bad in certain states, whatever the lettuce was. Whoever got that lettuce, yeah, Taco Bell is just one of the big customers of that bad lettuce. Only problem, Taco Bell doesn't have double deckers anymore. I think we convinced the one Taco Bell to make them for us, but most people just go, no. Back in the late 90s, I'd go to Taco Bell every time I had a chance and order a double-decker. I like lettuce on my tacos. But yeah, maybe not right now. Maybe right now is a bad idea. Cabbage on instead. I don't think cabbage is a replacement for lettuce. What was the pizza I used to like with? Was that lettuce? Yeah, and then they stopped offering the lettuce. Lettuce on pizza, if it's done right, is really good. Was that red tomato pies? No? Came for two for one. Yeah, I used to have lettuce as an option. Yeah, unfortunately, Naveen, everything's gonna kill you in one way or another. Unless you boil it all and just eat mush, it's all gonna kill you. Oh yeah. I don't know if there's any real meat in Taco Bell's tacos. That's why Jess's homemade double-decker tacos are so much better. Same with Taco Time. It's like, it tastes good, but I doubt this is real meat. It doesn't taste like beef. I know what beef tastes like, and this isn't it. Every time I go to Big Guys, I don't know what Big Guys is. Every time I go to Big Guys, I eat the peanuts, and then after, I'm not hungry anymore. There's no Taco Bell. Well, he typed in Taco Ball. There is no Taco Ball in Mexico. Belize has 0 fast foods. No McDonald's, no burgers, no Taco Bells. It's actually illegal. It's illegal in Belize to have fast food chains that are not owned by Belize. You cannot have a restaurant unless you live in Belize. You can have a chain in Belize, but you have to live in Belize to have the chain. I don't think there are any chains in Belize, but maybe there's a place that has 1 or 2 restaurants. But oh yeah, yeah. So if you want a good taco in anywhere in the U.S., you have to go to a taco food truck. Then you get a real taco. Yes, no Pepsi in Belize at all. Because Pepsi stopped producing Pepsi in Belize, so now it's illegal to sell Pepsi in Belize. So, but Coca-Cola still makes Coca-Cola in Belize. So you're allowed to sell Coca-Cola in Belize. So Coca-Cola products good in Belize, no Pepsi products. Because Belize is such a small country, they have very strict rules about bringing money out of the country. Hyatt, my dad doesn't like Taco Bell. I'm not a big fan of Taco Bell anymore, but I'll eat a taco there every now and then. It's probably been 4 years since I've had Taco Bell. Yeah, we don't have a Taco Bell in town anymore. We have a Taco Time, so I eat Taco Time. Most of the taco places have stuff in their beef that I don't want. I don't want all the vegetables inside the... We have authentic Mexican food up here, owned by people from Mexico. But they put stuff in there I don't like. There's some of them we just haven't tried. You have to go try and see if I would eat there. I just called you Navi. Why can't I call you Navi? Oh no, you can just call me Michael. Well, Michael, you're talking to Michael. Michael say, hey it. Instead of hey it, just call me Navi. Yeah. Mike. Well, you know Michael. Michael might not be intelligent enough to know that you are Navi. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You change your name from Navi to, hey, it's Naveen. But I guess technically you could be a different person. You behind, Unk. Thanks, Naveen. No, it just went over my head. R/whoosh. I know that was not the right way to use r/whoosh, but... Well, Naveen, did you see I'm changing my avatar? And I'm changing the banner? For the trucking channel, it's changing? You guys want to see how I change? Here, I'm going to show you guys how I change my avatar. Turn that off. Here, let's show you guys. I'm going to pull it up here. YouTube. I know you guys can't see it yet. Where is that going to open? No, I don't want to open that in Photoshop. I know I have it set as default, but that's the logo you guys see right now, kind of, right? Just a circle in the trucking channel. It's changing to that. Okay, let's open this. Open with, I'll just do the Windows Photos default. There we go. So that's what it is right now. It's already changed. For a long time, this center logo thing wasn't here. This is actually you guys haven't seen this one yet. The logo's the center one. That's my new avatar in the center. But I've kept my old avatar still, and then it's slowly going to change. So this will be next weekend, and then this one. Hang on, I can't even see you guys anymore. And then it's going to be that. Every week it's going to change to that. And then it's going to be that. And then that. Every week it's slowly going to change. And then the background's going to fade out week after week until it's that. The avatar used to be that. It just used to be my truck. But we are already on the 3rd version of this, and we have 20 some weeks to go through to change it from this to that. And I do it so slowly that people don't even change it, or people don't notice it. Same with my banner. The YouTube banner is this, right? It's got that arrow, but it is slowly fading and changing to this. So it changes so slowly that nobody should notice. Did it just close on its own? Okay. So yeah, I'm changing my avatar so slowly that nobody should notice. So I've done it 3 weekends in a row now where it's changed. So next weekend it'll change again. So it's going to take 25 weeks. So it'll be half a year to change my avatar, a little over half a year. It'll be a little over 6 months for me to change my avatar. That way all the people, because when I'm looking on YouTube searching for people, I look for avatars. That's how my brain works. I'm looking for avatars. So I know if you change your avatar, I will stop watching your content because I can't find you anymore. That's how I search for people's content. I'm looking for those avatars that I'm familiar with. And because I know I do that, I know there's going to be other people that do that too, right? So I'm going to change it so slowly that people will go, hey, that avatar means that person that I'm watching. At least if you watch at least one of my videos a month, you should still recognize that avatar, right? Having said that, the same thing with names. The name of the channel. I look up for some channels, I just type in Itchy Boots. If Itchy Boots wanted to change the name of her channel, you should keep the name Itchy Boots as part of the name for a while. So if you're going to make changes on YouTube and you already have a big audience, I mean, I don't have a big audience, but we have 7,000 subscribers on the other channel. So we should make those changes slowly. And yeah, the 7,000 subscribers are not bringing us a lot of money right now. But hey, it's a little bit of money. It's a lot more money in this channel. I think it's $600 a month. It fluctuates. I mean, if you want to see, I'll open it up and show you. I don't know if I can while we're logged into this account. I could try. If anyone wants to see the behind the scenes of YouTube, I'm always open. If anybody ever asks, can I see your analytics? My answer is yes. I always feel that it's like working at a workplace where nobody talks about wages. That's how people get paid unfairly. Because me and my coworker had that talk. It's like, hey, I've been here for this long. How big's your payday? And we found out that my coworker had worked at the job longer than I did and made less money than I did. And now, YouTube, stop resetting my chat. Over and over and over. It goes from top chat to, or from live chat to top chat. Oh, that smells really good already, Jess. Yeah, the sesame oil. I can smell that. It's like people keeping secrets on how much money they make on YouTube. It's like, I like the open book better. It does. Every time I do show people how much money I make, people unsubscribe and or quit membership and stop giving me money. So some people it breaks some people where it's like, you make that much money, well, I'm not supporting you anymore. It's if 100 people donate $1 a month, that's $100 a month, right? So those small little changes make a big difference. Actually, on the main channel, I have 2 people that are donating $25 a month right now. Every month they give me 25 bucks. So just 2 people are giving me $50 a month, which is just crazy that anyone thinks my product is worth paying $25 a month for. But 2 people are doing it. Michael goes, hey Naveen, how are you today? There we go. Instead of saying, hey it. Naveen is better. I like that better, Michael. Good job. Man, I feel like we've been spraying herbicide for hours. Oh wait, we have. We need bigger sprayers. We'll see what 1963 brings to us. We'll get some more mods, right? I'm not yawning. You're yawning. My stomach's definitely growling. It was cool having Duke join us for a bit today. I was a little, like last weekend, I'm like, no Duke. Oh no, we've lost Duke. But luckily he was just busy in a parade. Uh, 28 degrees Celsius outside and overcast. I think I want to go to the RV a little earlier today, if it's going to stay like this. So right after this, I'm going to edit a YouTube video for the trucking channel. I still have to edit the... Oh, I haven't released the bonus videos at all, but I have to edit the next... Oh yeah, I have to go to Home Hardware store before they close and buy a spacer. We'll go to Rona. Yes, they close earlier on a Saturday than a weekday. Yep. I will edit a video nonetheless, and then I'll look at what time they close. Yes, I will. Naveen says it could be worse. Yeah. Sometimes I feel the world is, I mean, not sometimes. The world is just not fair. But, yes, there's always another person that's in worse shape than you are. No matter how bad of a day you're having, there's somebody out there having a worse day than you are. I think I'm very blessed that I have a lot more really good days than bad days. Yes. Where did you go for lunch? Lee's overseas, okay. Lee's overseas. Just went out for lunch with our niece. Did some chores, played some Pal World, killed some Pokemon. The usual. How's the channel doing? How many subscribers are you at? Michael, you're subscribed to Naveen, right? They are 2 Pokemon. They're Pokemon. Stop defending the... I think it's racism not calling them Pokemon. If we call them pals, we can murder them. But if they're Pokemon, we can't. It's ethically not correct to kill Pokemon. Naveen, you've lost some subscribers since you've been sick and too sick to make content or stream. Yeah, that's something I don't think people realize as a YouTuber. You are always losing subscribers. Like, I didn't stream for 3 weeks and we lost subscribers. We're always losing subscribers. The way to gain subscribers is to gain more subscribers than you lost. Navi, is that your actual name or makeup? People murder Pokemon too. Michael, some people are smart enough not to put their full name on YouTube. Unlike you and me, some people are smart enough not to dox themselves. Huh? Food's ready! Food's ready! Awesome. Well, Naveen, Michael, Joey, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I didn't see that comment, Joey. The fuse box went on you and you lost AC. You can't lose AC on a day this hot. I actually find my big rig, the new one and the old one, and when it got really hot, it actually gets so hot that it freezes up. It completely freezes up, and then you lose AC, and it's like, no! Yeah, RVs to freeze up so... Yeah, when you need the AC the most, it freezes up. Then you just shut it off, let it thaw out, and then start it up again. You just have to suffer for an hour. That's not your full name. Yeah, you don't give your middle name, but still, you've given away a lot of personal information in your name. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go eat some chicken fried rice. It smells fabulous, and you should all be very jealous that I'm eating a meal this good. I'm so lucky to eat a meal this good. So thank you. Thank you, Jess. And thank you, everybody over here. Thank you for the donations. I super appreciate not only the monetary donations, but your time donation as well, and giving me some watch time. Once our RV and everything and we've moved, I'm going to get back to streaming 2 or 3 times a week again. So hopefully we get to stream a little more often again once we've settled down and got our projects under control. At least in the winter, we should do more again. But in the summer, with our newer place we're going to live, I might make up a lot of more summer projects again. But we should start being back to the regular and start building subscribers again. So thank you. I am out of here. You guys absolutely rock. Just says adios.
This video is brought to you in part by the letter C and these YouTube members. Cookie starts with C. What other things start with C? Oh, who cares what other things? C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. Thanks for watching. Nom 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 nom.